the in our district, and I wish your club all the best. The more things to come up, stay tuned. We are bringing the club officers training in person this year. It used to be online due to the COVID, but this year is going to be in person and it's going to happen on Friday. It's Friday, the 25th. We'll be at the university, so please attend those training. The COP 2 will also be in person, so that's another thing we have already committed to ourselves that we will do it. Other education program, wherever our budgets allow, we want to keep it in person as well. So that's what the interaction happens, that's what we can learn better, they can ask question answer. Rather than just seeing a lot of comments which you're hearing. Cameras are there, but we call the name, no one answers. So that situation should not arise. So we want to make sure everyone is attentive, everyone is being paid full attention, but they are growing with everyone else, and we all grow together as all our members. This year, I've asked all our members to vote what they like to see the district target. Someone says graduate, somebody says president distinguished. Majority say we want to focus on education, and we will commit for distinguished district. So we go with what our members say, and we have already announced yesterday that our district target is to become distinguished district, and we all work together, inshallah, to achieve that. It's more like a bonus. That is what our members think. We want to make sure our members get. And of course, everyone's support is essential. Thank you very much, and back to you, Madam.
Director, and of course all the support from our advanced leaders to the 20 and to BAT members. Fellow Toastmasters and our honored guests, I'm thrilled, humbled to begin the year with you as president. And of course, I will not be able to start the journey by myself, and I will not be able to continue throughout the year by myself. With the help of the EXCO members and of course BAT members, we will be able to make it a successful year. I should mention and share with you the theme of the year. So the theme of the year represents BAT, Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters. B, believe, achieve, and transform.
Can we say them with you? Can we repeat with you?
We will. Okay. After mentioning every single word. Believe means we believe in your potential, in your voice, and in your power of progress. Achieve. Achieving not the perfection, but with growth, courage, and consistency. Transform into more confident speakers, more impactful leaders, and be the best version of yourself. Fellow Toastmasters, let's all repeat it. BAT stands for believe, A,
Achieve,
T,
transform.
Believe, achieve, transform. This is the theme of it. Of course, the journey will start today and will continue till June next year, 2026. Now we would like to give another round, because we do have time, we would like to give a chance for our guests, again, to introduce themselves. We're really proud to have this number of guests, special guests. Starting with, this is your
Gracias.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am National Director and my honor and glad to be here with you today and witness what is happening in Bahrain Advance and Bahrain also full state with Advance Club. We all, they have unique diversity
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It's my pleasure to be here today. My name is Dr. Hamid Hatem. This is my pleased to be.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Asma Abdul Ahmed from Ijaz Bahrain Masters. This is my first time ever attending here as a guest, and I am super excited. And I want to add that today I am evaluating one of the speakers, which makes this experience even more exciting. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Suhafo, and I have come all the way from Egypt. And this is officers training. I'm proud to be serving as Division Chief Director, and I'm so happy to be here, and hopefully I'll get great ideas to go back to Egypt with. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So I'm from the same side, coming also from Egypt, attending Gaza. And my name is Muriel there, and I'm serving as the Guardian Association. And I'm so happy to be here. And always learn about excited to be here.
We promised to start the education session at 5, and with all of this, we do have 9 minutes. Give us a big round. All right, now it's now it's time to start interviewing business. Please put your hands together to welcome Master of Ceremony for today's meeting, Toastmaster Leila Al Ali.
Again, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I am T.M. Leila Al Ali, and I am honored to be your Toastmasters of the day. Our theme today is diversity embrace, or embrace diversity. A value that goes for beyond the flag, accents, and traditions. At Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club, we celebrate a diversity in education. We have engineers, we have artists, and we have doctors and dreamers. Diversity in thinking, bold ideas, unique angles,
and fresh perspectives, and diversity in communication, from analytical minds to heartfelt storytelling. We are proud to attract exceptional speakers from various industries, each bringing their insights, passion, and energy. It's this blend that makes our meeting such a rich, powerful, and memorable. So let's celebrate every voice and every style and every story today. So this meeting includes three segments. First of all, we'll have the prepared speeches. Secondly, we will have the table topics. And thirdly, we will have the evaluation. And let's now meet the leaders behind each sense who will make this meeting possible. First, we will meet our timer. Our timer ensures all speakers stay within the allotted time. Please welcome our timer, DT Ansuraya Abdallah. DT Ansuraya Abdallah will introduce herself and explain the timing thing.
Thank you. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, so my role as a timer for today's evening is to monitor the timing during the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluation. And for the speakers and evaluators, please listen carefully. And for the guests to know more about our meetings. So for the prepared speeches, today we have icebreaker, which the timing allocated time is 4 to 6 minutes. So at 4 minutes, I will hold the green card, and then 5 minutes, I will carry the yellow card, and at 6 minutes, I will have the red card. And I encourage all members who is going to speak, please look forward for the card so that you will be within the time frame. For the table topics speaker, I will show the green card at 1 minute because the table topic speaker is from 2 to 3 minutes. So at 1 minute, I will raise the green light, and at 1.5 and at 2, I will have the red card. For the evaluation, the allotted time is 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2, I will have the green card. At 2 and 5 minutes, I will have 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will have the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will have the red card. All the speakers will have a grace period of 30 seconds. So again, my advice, just look, and once you see the red card, try to wrap your speech so that you will be within the time frame. And I wish all the speakers all the best in organizing and be on time. Back to you, Master Sabiris.
Thank you. So, the second role player will be the grammarian and the art counter. The grammarian and the art counter help us to polish our language and reduce the filler words. Please welcome TM Muhammad Abdallah, and Muhammad will introduce himself and the word of the day.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to be your art counter and the grammarian. For the benefit of guests, the art counter's role is to look over the usage of filler words, such as also and also, and, I, such words. And for the role of the grammarian, my role of the grammarian is to look over the use of the language, look over the use of the language, the proper use of the language, and to use the word of the day. And because our theme today is embracing diversity, the word I chose today is going to be inclusive. And inclusive, according to Google AI, means open to everyone and not limited to certain people or groups. And according to Cambridge, means including all the services or items normally expected or required. A usage of this word could be, our club is all-inclusive. They accept members from all over the world, from every race, every color, and every culture. With that, I'm done with my word explanation.
So moving to the last role there is the general evaluator. The general evaluators lead the third segment and evaluate overall meeting. Please welcome our general evaluator, T.M. Abdullah Madan. The general evaluator will introduce himself and evaluate the evaluation team. Please welcome Abdullah Madan with a round of applause.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. Good afternoon to you all. My segment, I believe it is inclusive because it will have all the reports, the timer report, the speaker evaluation, and also all the grammarian and accounting reports. So this would be the basic job of a general evaluator, have all the evaluations throughout the meeting, and also my own evaluation about how the meeting went and how the role takers did. And that is it. And back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Let's begin our prepared speeches. Each evaluator will introduce their assigned speaker, outlining the broader details and objectives. So we'll start with our first speaker, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. It's my privilege to introduce now Dr. Widad Hijazi, a distinguished member of Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. Dr. Widad Hijazi is a passionate advocate for personal growth and effective communication. And she has shown a great commitment to excellence through her Toastmasters journey. Her leadership and ability to inspire others have made her a respected voice in our community. Before Dr. Hijazi begins her speech, evaluator Muhammad Shikri will introduce the speech objectives and will provide us with a valuable insight on the goal of her speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, dear guests, and my speaker. Our immediate past president is doing her icebreaker. Can you imagine that? I mean, for a whole year, empowering us to speak, and everyone. And now she says, enough of that, I'm speaking. And she's delivering her icebreaker. So, you know, it's by name, icebreaker means my first speech. Any new Toastmaster, any new member will deliver the first speech, and it's called icebreaker. So basically the purpose of the speech is the project for the member to introduce herself to the club. Well, we know you already. And learn the basic structure of a public speech. However, with her permission and her consensus, we have agreed that my evaluation will not be for an icebreaker speech. It will have a little tougher dose. You okay with that? Yeah. All the best time allocation is 4 to 6 minutes. All the perspective.
And now, please join me in welcoming Dr. Widad Hijazi to the stage with her speech, accidentally, with a round of applause.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, for the nice introduction. It's too much for you.
No, it's reserved.
Audible? Yes. Have you ever came upon something that changed your life forever?
Yes.
Me too. Not once only. Imagine that. Accidentally, a few years back, I was invited to a Toastmaster meeting. I sat all the time, just listening, and came back home. The food was nice. Accidentally, the following year in my visit to Bahrain, I went to the same meeting, to the same club, and also the food was much better. Accidentally, I came through that door to this meeting, and something happened. At that time, accidentally, I was invited to stand here at this place and present my first public speaking. Oh my God. Accidentally, for an almost introvert person that I used to be, I expressed myself from the same time in public, in an inclusive environment, inclusive people. I used to work as an inclusive officer in my work, but accidentally I presented a speech. I expressed myself, but accidentally I got the best table topic. That's the nice thing. I came back to Lebanon with this ribbon that I kept it in the best book I like, the morning prayer I have every day. I see it every day. I see it every day that I was the best table topic speaker at that speech. Accidentally, when I came back to Beirut, COVID-19 came. And then accidentally, I got a phone call from Toastmaster Biti and Zahra. That you came out club. Come on, it's Abdullah and his aunt who invites me to clubs. Why are you calling me? It was a little bit strange to me. Then accidentally she told me, take some time, think about it. Actually, I didn't think that much. This is the first time you did that. So I didn't think about it the whole week. I come to visit to Bahrain for 1 week, 2 weeks, maximum 20 days. And then I came back to Beirut. She said, don't worry, it's COVID time. Our meetings are online. Then after 1 week, I talked to Abdullah and he said, okay, Auntie Joy, it's very interesting. You will like it, you like people, and you're improving these days to change your life. Accidentally, 3 years back before that, I decided to change my whole life, my whole career, and I decided, not accidentally, but on purpose, to take the chance of every situation that comes to life. This is not an accidental decision. I used to work for 30 years, or guess my age, please, speaking English as an English teacher, and later on many jobs I took until I was professional development and curriculum coordinator, and I was responsible for the inclusive program as well as the psychosocial program. So after 30 years, accidentally, am I ready to lose the English language that I used to practice? Now, as a coach, I only speak Arabic. So I decided to join the bat club and become one of the bats, a bat that I used to watch in the evenings. I'm from Bangalore, I used to live, and I became a bat member. So, it wasn't an accident. It happened that we were meeting online, and then I proudly became a bat member. What I learned from this accidental things, which are not accidental actually, is that things and situations come to us because we are moved to that. We just have to clear our vision, and this is what I did in Bahrain. I changed the rest of my eyes to clear my vision, and then I did this on purpose, not accidentally, in order to see things better. But it's not the vision that we have, it's the inner vision, it's our inner state that we have to clear to see the situations that we are moved to and to make them the steps for success. Each accident, let's move them and make them a step to success that makes us improve. I joined Toastmaster, and this helped me speak confidently and keep it emotional today. Listen actively and communicate effectively. And I'm not affected as a Islam coach, so for that. And so I invite everyone to accept all the accidents that come to life in a very positive way. Sometimes there are bad things, but once you clear your vision, you don't see things as accidents or situations that we pass through sad situations. No. These things are really good for us. We just have to see the positive things within. Just listen to your heart, to your inner soul. The answers are there. Change accidents into success.
Thank you for breaking the ice. And now I will move to our second speaker, to Toastmasters and Steve Jobs. It's my pleasure to introduce our second speaker, Rula Musa, a passionate member of Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club, originally from Lebanon. Rula joined us here to take her speech, storytelling and communication skills to the next level by embracing a new and effective ways of experience and expression. Today, Toastmaster theme is diversity, a concept that Rhoda deeply values and brings to her life. With a unique background and perspective. Her commitment to growth and effective communication truly embodies that spirit of the theme. Before Rula begins her speech, evaluator Hiba Al-Ahmad will introduce the speech objectives and share valuable insights on her speech. Can you please join me, Hiba Al-Ahmad, now to introduce the objectives for Rula's speech.
Good afternoon again. Today I am honored to evaluate Toastmaster Rula Musa and her speech. Today she's representing her Level 1 Project 1 speech, which is an icebreaker, and the objective is to introduce herself to the club members and to share a piece of herself to us, and of course to learn about the basics of the public speaking. I wish you all the best.
Madam First of the day, Madam First of the day, can you suggest to the speaker that we'll be showing her the red card just to monitor the stage one?
TM Rola, please be conscious to the colors that will be shown by the TM Farouk for the time. Okay? Please now join me in welcoming Rola Musa to the stage with her speech, Many Places, One Voice. Many places, one voice, Rola Musa.
Thank you, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, Rola, we can hear
Okay.
you.
So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. They say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and here I am, taking my first step into this club, with a heart full of stories and a voice ready to grow. My name is Rula Musa, and I am a woman shaped by many places, roles, and lessons, some beautiful, some humbling, all necessary. I come from a family of five. I'm the only girl between very different brothers, which means I learned early how to argue, how to survive, and how to sneak a remote control when no one was looking. My mother, a woman of deep patience, taught me how to respect people and how to crochet, one delicate stitch at a time. My father, resilient and rooted, showed me that living in unfamiliar places doesn't break you, it strengthens you. He planted in me the belief that change builds character. I was raised in a small village in Lebanon where everyone knew everyone and almost everything. I changed schools so many times, sometimes by choice, sometimes by force of circumstance. I later moved from that little village to an overwhelming city, and from there to Saudi Arabia, where I spent nearly 10 years immersed in a culture where both unfamiliar and deeply transformative, and of course, inclusive. Those years taught me that diversity isn't just about background or beliefs, it's about learning to listen, to adapt, and to understand others. And through it all, I carried Lebanon in my heart, a country of ancient cedar trees, relentless spirit, a place where poetry and pain often intertwine. My country has known hardship, yes, but we rise, we rebuild, we never stop hoping. I come from a land that teaches resilience by example and offers beauty in struggle. Lebanon is not just my nationality, it is the soil that built my identity. Professionally, I became a woman of many hats. I owned and ran a nursery, created educational programs, and taught kindergarten and elementary students. In Saudi Arabia, I designed curricula for multicultural learners who, like me, were navigating in between spaces. I went to university at age 37. I did something brave. I went back to university to earn a master's in school administration. Let's just say studying next to 20 years wasn't that easy. One day drink three espresso without even blinking. But learning has never stopped for me, not in winter, not in summer, not even when raising toddlers, managing a nursery, or mediating couples on the brink of divorce. I've earned certificates in specialized teaching, life coaching, NLP, and more. I have accomplished two specialized diplomas, listening and accompaniment, and mediation, because growth doesn't ask your age, it asks your attitude. Still, in the middle of all this beautiful learning, my psychologist once paused and said to me, Rula, you need to unlearn. I smiled, nodded politely, then thought, excuse me, unlearn? That word doesn't even exist in my dictionary. Honestly, it felt like a soft slap to me. The person who loves trainings and seminars, but I understood. I understood that sometimes to grow, we need to let go of what no longer serves us, even if it once did. Today, in the Inclusive Marriage Support Bureau where I work, and in the Listening and Accompaniment Program where I walk along couples in conflict, it's not glamorous. It's real, it's raw, and it's deeply human. I've learned that people need perfect answers. They need the presence, they need compassion, and sometimes just a safe space where they can speak and breathe or even cry. On the personal side, I'm the wife of an honorable man who is always present for his family, his friends, and even strangers. His calm presence grounds me. His quiet generosity reminds me daily that true strength often comes in silence, not in shows. I am the mother of two teenage daughters, which means I live in a house full of love, drama, empty shampoo bottles, sudden emotional earthquakes, and an ongoing investigation into who took my charger. They speak in codes, like they say Riz, Delulu, no cap, and such words. They roll their eyes like it's a sport, and somehow finish an entire bag of chips without anyone noticing. I believe that every person I meet is a mirror showing me something I need to see. That's why I joined Toastmasters. Not just to learn how to speak, but to learn how to connect, how to resonate, and how to pose. I'm here to become not a louder voice, but a truer one. A voice that listens before it answers, that feels before it reacts, that reaches beyond performance into presence. So thank you for welcoming me, for hearing me, and for allowing me to take this step with you. I look forward to growing, laughing, learning, and maybe unlearning together. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina Mrula, for your great speech. And now we are moving to our last speaker, Philopos Masters, Anesthesia. It's always exciting to witness a new energy on the stage. And today, we welcome someone who truly respects and represents the SBAR. Please join me welcoming Arwama, diligent and confident leader with big presence. Arwa brings a fresh wave of a youthful enthusiasm and potential. Arwa, after impressing us with her confidence the last time she stepped on the stage, and today she is back to deliver her very first official speech. This time, she marks a special milestone in her Toastmaster journey, and we couldn't be more excited to witness it. Please, before I was began her speech evaluator will introduce the objectives and share the valuable insight on her speech. Please welcome DTM Khalid Abdullah to share the objectives of Arwa's speech.
That's a lengthy silence, but let me break the silence by saying good evening, Madam Master of Ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. what Toastmaster Arwa would do today is just exactly what the other two did. As simple as that. So the objective of her speech would be for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn basic structure of public speech. And don't be deceived by this gentle look of her. She has been here for many, of course, times, and I'm sure she would give an amazing speech. So wish you all the best, Toastmaster Arwa, and back to you, Master.
And now, actually, we reach the final speaker, and actually everyone is sleeping. And Arwa choose a very unique title now. Please join me in welcoming Arwa Maher on the stage with her speech. Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. With Arwa Maher.
It was awkward. So, disclaimer. Okay, yes, please. Disclaimer. If you're very sensitive, if you take things personally, everything is a joke. And I'm trying to be creative here, okay? Since this is the last speech. Hopefully this works. Okay.
It works. It works.
Oh,
No.
This point here.
I just pointed. I'll do it.
Point at Farouk.
And I'll do it.
I don't know how to make that. So, I was in my bed, obviously indulging in the so real, fake scenarios before bedtime. And I was thinking to myself, for this presentation, how can I make it about me as much as possible? How can I be as self-centered as I can be? Go back. Okay. Okay. So I was thinking, I am the eldest daughter, and I'm pretty good at turning the spotlight on me every time. So fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, for my icebreaker speech, what's better than giving my very valuable opinion on things that I dislike? Today we're going to present this in a very unique challenge. I will be wishing all of you a very wishy, dreamy, off alarms good night, except for next. People who get bored. If you're someone who gets bored when you have nothing to do, I'm actually a little bit scared because what do you mean? You don't talk to yourself as if you're on the phone with someone for an hour. I can talk to myself for hours on end. I don't know, I'm just a yapper.
Next.
People who like boiled eggs. I know that most of you guys eat eggs, obviously because you're used to eating eggs for breakfast. You know, obviously, like, it's just, what do you eat for breakfast, right? If you don't have eggs. But if you actually like the taste of boiled eggs, you have to get your taste buds checked, buddy. It's not good, okay? It's not really, since I was born in my mother's room, when I first came out, when they tried to give me things to eat, I would spit boiled eggs out of my mouth. So it's really inherent, okay? Moving on. People who hate on people that aren't on time. I know we're in Toastmasters, and this is very ironic, but listen, time is an illusion, right? And not everybody gets to be on time. So we don't take it personally. It's not that deep. Those other people don't respect my time. No, we respect their time, but we have issues going on with even managing our own time. So, straight. Next. People who like mountains. You guys, this tastes like grass and regret, and I
I know that the hate on matcha is almost over the top now and it's performative at some point, but you can't be real if you like matcha. I tried it, and it does not taste good. It's like when people say that they actually like pure black coffee. You don't like it, you just want to look like you like it. You like the idea of it. You're an adult and you want to like better things. Next, people who don't like dark humor. Listen, if you can't joke about your family trauma with me, I'm sorry, you can't relate. If you're someone raised by Arab parents or even Asian parents, and we're not clicking on that trauma level by joking about it and coping, then I'm sorry, there's nothing to talk about. And don't take everything, we've become too sensitive. 2025, no, don't say that. This is not funny. Listen, I get there are things that we're not supposed to joke about, but it gets to a certain point, okay? Next, people who don't have anger issues. I don't know, I don't think that you guys don't have anger issues. We're Arabs. I feel like it's inherent. I'm not trying to follow the stereotypes here, but I do definitely have anger issues as a Jordanian fellow myself, okay? What do you mean you don't feel like choking your siblings when they don't defend the things that you do? You don't feel your blood boiling when plans don't go your way? Yeah, you seem to have a very, very rosy life. I love that for you. So, yeah, maybe nothing. It's people who find everything cringe. You're a party pooper. This is so not the vibe. You can't be like, oh my god, this is cringe, I can't do that. You're not fun at all. People who keep on saying that everything is cringe are actually miserable individuals, and listen, there is no fun time with you. Being cringe, to be cringe is to be free, okay? 9, people who believe in zodiac stars. This is the only cringe thing ever that you can be cringed off. You can't be like, you're on a date trying to get to know somebody for the rest of your life. What's your zodiac sign? Yeah, you were born this day? Oh no, I don't deal with you like that. We can skip to the next one. Okay. You can't be like, oh, I'm a Gemini. I don't like sleeping early. My Venus sign tells me that I'm gonna be having a fabulous day, and then they just spit coffee all over there. People who don't self-sabotage. You know, I would be so happy when the day when I actually achieve something and I'm like, wow, Allah, you achieved this amazing thing. It definitely wasn't obligatory. You did amazing. You're amazing. You deserve this. Yeah, when I start to think like that, I will let you guys know. If you think like that, no good nights for you too, because I'm jealous. And yeah. I don't mean to be no racism, because we're white by the white standards. Okay, we're white. But look at this. Look at this. What do you mean to tell me you put your country, 3 countries in war after 5 months of presidency? How does that even happen? You put every country in war except you. And you're a peacemaker. Yeah. Normal healthy people. If you don't have any mental issues, I think that we can't click because sometimes healthy people who've been raised in healthy environments are just socially unaware. Because imagine telling somebody, I have an eating disorder. Bro, just eat. Like, I really wish, or bro, I can't stop eating. Just stop eating. Yeah, thank you so much. You're very aware. You're so not ignorant. No good night for you. Thank you. Now that we're done with this, I want to ask everybody, people who are not on the list and did get or receive a good night, can you please raise your hand? Oh. So none of you guys have anger issues. None of you guys don't like boiled eggs.
Except the boiled eggs are
Okay, guys, that's not going. Anyway, this was a yeah. Thank you.
And now we thank our promising leaders. By the way, I discovered something in Arwa. Arwa will be in future one of the authentic leaders. She is very honest person and she is very direct person and she transparent person. Now we will move to our break.
Most important part.
Starting brief. We will have around 10 to 15 minutes break. By 5:40, we get to go back with our table to work.
5 minutes.
Okay? 5:45. Okay?
You know why I come to your program? Because at the same time, Dalia is making because my eyes are reserved to see what she's saying.
So she was going to keep this and present and just was master she liked Let them pick that.
اول ما تشيل النتيجه اعطينا بشنو؟ قبل عقب سنه اعطيك شنو؟ بدايه رائعه بدون مجامله بدايه رائعه احب ان دائما تحضرين عدل احب ان you are planning well always and we have to do this and we have to read from the paper we have to go by the script we have to do this until we really master it
لان البعض يستعجلون يحرقون المراحل يبون بسرعه يجيب هذا ابي اتكلم ماستر عدل ستيب باي ستيب اقل القليل انا وايد اؤمن فيك انا اراهن عليك بعد اراهن عليك
We are starting the meeting now.
يلا شباب
We
يلا
are
حياكم.
starting the meeting now.
And now we ready for our second part of our session. We now move to table topic session where participants speak their speeches, table topics for 1 to 2 minutes. And to lead this segment, please welcome our table topic master, Abdullah Ashir Hijazi, to the stage. He will conduct the table topic session with a round of applause.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, for this introduction. It's the time of the prompt speech. Just to give you a glimpse of what the topic is to make to give a chance who didn't speak throughout the meeting, come to the stage and to deliver a mini speech. I will usually we ask a question, but I will do it in a different way. I will give you an object, and then you have to give me 3 things that you can do with it in a speech. Again, I'll give you an object, and you have to give me 3 things that you can use this object in a speech. Okay. So who have the guts to start?
عدل مالك عدل والامس يقولون اناليتيك
Your object is a glass. A glass.
Ali. Just hold it in your hand. That's okay.
A glass.
Okay.
Is it? A glass. You would think it's gonna be used for drinking. However, they are gonna be creative. I'm gonna use it as a mic. As it's not working, and I want everyone to hear me. So I'm sure you remember this trick that you put it on your ears. You are hearing the sound of the waves. Anyone want to try it? Yeah. It also works as a telephone. Hello. You keep it on your ears, and I will speak. We can hear each other.
I can hear.
Yeah, this is what we put a line and we use it as a telephone. So three things that we can use our glass today, other than drinking, we can use it as a mic. We can use it to hear the sounds of the waves on the sea, and also to communicate long distances through cable or wire. So thank you, I'm sorry about your mic. You can- Thank you. Let's see.
So to repeat, so I will give an object, and the speaker will give three things that we can use it in a speech. Who would want to volunteer? Madam Farooq. Your object is simply a pencil.
Pencil?
A pencil.
تفضل.
My object is a pencil. How many of you have your phrase? A pen or a pencil is my help in sword? Okay, this is one of the things. What can I use a pencil for? Now, all of you have seen John Wick. John Wick uses a pencil for killing people. That's one of the uses of pencil. Besides writing, you need to do that. And I think one of our former speakers will be very thankful for that one, because now I'm a person with issues. If I don't like somebody, I can also use it as a ear cleaner. But I have to get I don't go to you. So that one. So I'm using it as a pencil is mightier than a sword, and John will prove it. And the other things I can use it as a ear cleaner if I want to. And the third one, what I can use? I can use it for the traditional method of writing, but it's no fun. So what do? I use scarf myself. I leverage my pencil. And that's what it is. And if he was, additionally, I bonus point. And if he was like the Wolf of Wall Street, I'll be selling that pencil back to him. Thank you. Your object is simply a remote.
A remote. You can switch. Can you switch this off so you can? not
بس الشتاء
الشتاء الشتاء لا 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 بعد قدام ايوه ايوه واو ايه
So a remote.
Three things that we can use.
the mic Abdullah. So the online audience can hear.
First thing I would do with this mic, am I audible?
Yes. Audible to the online.
Alright. So the first thing I would do with this remote is control people. Did you ever want to control a person before?
Yes.
Yes. And what was the reason? Okay, you can tell me. So the first thing I would do is try to control people with this remote. But trust me, I'm not an evil person, so I would use it wisely. The second thing I would do with this remote, maybe change the weather, especially in Bahrain now in summer, it's very hot. And trust me, I hate going out from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. because I could not stand the sun. So I would use this remote to make it rain, or make it cold, or snow maybe, because we never had snow in Bahrain. So that's another reason, or another way I would use this remote. The third way I would like to use this remote would be to maybe make people funnier. I'm not sure why, but it would be lovely to use this remote as to switch people's moods and make them funnier, or maybe put them in a better mood. So these are my 3 uses of this remote. Back to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Your object is very simple. Ball.
First thing I would do with it, I would use it as a football. And I would use it to be a music listener.
And third thing, what would you do with the phone?
Not your mother's mobile.
Then after, give her also the mic.
Thank you so much for the object. The first thing I will use a hairco. Sometimes I need to control my husband and my kids. And want to make them control always my mind used to think. And I can use the same hair comb to brush my hair, as well as sometimes I may use it to brush my mind. It has so much of bristles, so I can use it when I'm so sad. I can use it to scratch that. Make yourself happy while you're sad. So I can use that in a way because I always work with mind. So I want to change my mind often. It's like a monkey and cranky. Many things. So the third thing for who I can use it sometimes in kitchen. I'll be very funny to handle the spoons or anything like open it. So I can sometimes to bake or to turn
the dosa are some cakes. I can use that. Thank you. Thank you.
One of you.
All the way from Egypt.
My awards from
That question. I'll give you an object.
Okay.
And then you will tell me three things that you can use it in a speech.
Okay.
In a speech. Your object will be, what's it? A spoon. Spoon.
Spoon. Give her the mic. Yeah, the mic.
A spoon. When you said a spoon, I remember those who are not very old. You remember Mary Poppins?
Yes.
A spoon full of medicine? So a spoon is to eat sweets, dessert, soup. So that's the first thing. Could be good also to spank our children. And this is abuse of the use of a spoon. Come again? Yes. Also, if I am at the beach with my family, I always have a spoon because usually kids intentionally, not accidentally, bury things deep down the sand. And it's up to me as a mother. When it's night, I have to just keep searching. So a spoon is a good idea. As a shovel, yes, to dig out the lost things. Thank you.
And back to you.
Thank you, Dear Abdullah, for the amazing and well-organized table topic session.
I like the phrase, abuse of youth. I will use it.
And now, let's transition to the evaluation segment where feedback helps to grow. Please welcome our general evaluator, Abdullah Madan, for his session. He will be a lead of the table topic session, and Abdullah will be the general evaluator, will evaluate the full session and will introduce each evaluator to give their feedback. Please welcome me, Abdullah Madan, with a round of applause.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, Fellows Masters, most welcome guests. Good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon.
Today we have the general evaluation session, and I would like to start the session by calling the timer, DTM Victor Freya, for listing the time for the prepared speeches and the table topics.
Mr. General Evaluator for Toastmasters and guest members, good evening to all of you. So the timing report for the prepared speeches is as follows. Toastmaster Wida took 6 minutes 7 seconds, and Toastmaster Hula took 5 minutes 48 seconds. Toastmaster Arwa took 8 minutes 40 seconds. And for our table topics speakers, Toastmaster Ali, 1 minute 13 seconds. Toastmaster Farouk, 1 minute 21 seconds. Toastmaster Zainab, 1 minute 28 seconds. And Toastmaster the kids, I forget, I couldn't know his name, so it's 40 seconds. And the doctor, forgive me, my apology for not, sorry.
Dr. Madhu.
Manu.
Madhu.
So Toastmaster Dr. Madhu took 1 minute, and Toastmaster Suha. Sorry, Toastmaster Suha, 1 minute 17 seconds. That's the speaker's timing report. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you. Muhammad. Do you have a poll or something for this? Is it launched?
We don't have a pool, but we can.
Yes.
We have something else.
Yes, please distribute this.
Yes, and if you, first, you can scan the form, which is on the paper, and do a voting through the form. And if you are interested to do it manually, but it's better to do it through the form and get all the.
They can just scan the code.
Scan the code, and you will vote in for all the evaluators, the speakers, and the table topics.
But the evaluators, yes.
Yeah, we can do it after the evaluation. So we can check if it's working and later on.
Yeah, it's working, but it's very comprehensive.
So
It's all
So
the
now
people listed.
we are moving, ladies and gentlemen, to
I
the
think better
speakers
will go.
evaluation. The speakers evaluation for the first speaker, for Toastmaster Rudal Hijazi, we have DTM Hamad Chikri. DTM Hamad Chikri, welcome on stage.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, and my speaker in particular. The speaker did her icebreaker, so we should, according to the definition, we should know more about her. And I should observe and watch for her structure. I'll begin with something else, which is a style. The moment she came here to the stage, her style was anything but a beginner member or an icebreaker. You saw how she pulled you with a question. And that question, have you ever been in so and so? I have been. She has immediately pulled us there, and it was full of humor from the beginning. Accidentally, not accidentally, we were dancing with you in the moment. And you managed to keep our attention. That is really profound and advanced to do. I want to check all the boxes in style, because the body language, the eye contact, no mistakes, mashallah. The staging, Lebanon, and then here, and then Bahrain again. I don't know what. So that was very good staging. The voice was clear. I mean, we were shouting at you last year, please raise your voice. But here, without a microphone, we all heard you. MashaAllah, very good. Let me come to the structure, which is very key in your description of your project. See, you chose to speak about your story, okay? A story, a personal story. Everyone who chooses to speak about a story, he has to follow it up with the impact, okay? It's not only what happened, it's how it affected you, all right? And then you end with a what? Message. So you have done the story very well, but then the impact, you didn't mention the impact on you. You mentioned the impact on us. So you said, so if you were there, it will do this and this to you. We want to know the impact on you, not impact on us. It comes later on. So I told you it's going to be a little bit more of those. Anyone who tells a story doesn't stop there. You should also say how it impacted you. The impact, you reflected it on us. We don't relate there much. We will relate when you tell us this did this to me, this event did this to me, and then you come and flip it to us, which you did beautifully with accidentally. Number two, the story and the event, your focus was not beyond 5 years. It was only around the things and the events that brought me to this day. How did I join? How did I know Abdullah Hijazi? Then I was online and then I was, okay, that's very nice, Dr. Widad. We don't know about your education, we don't know about your childhood, we don't know about your family. Where is that in the icebreaker? So that is my only take on you. The story, the depth of the event, we wanted to know more about you, and we wanted to see the impact on you, not just the last 5 years. However, you checked all the boxes in a very advanced speech, and accidentally, no, it wasn't accidentally. Well done, and back to you. And that's a very peaceful way of using the pencil. And the microphone.
He was afraid because of the pencil.
Thank you, DTM and Chidri, for this constructive feedback. Moving to the evaluator of the second speaker, Toastmaster Moda Musa, which is Toastmaster Hiba Ahmed. Toastmaster Hiba Ahmed, the stage is yours.
Many places in one voice. A lot of things came to us once we read the title. But it didn't came out as we had expected. It was a unique, structured speech that had a story, an experience, and a development. Toastmaster Huda Musa has structured her speech in a way that engaged all of us. We have followed her from the first word to the last one. The way she started on showing all the states and how she was only a Lebanese girl in a small village, and then she moved out to Saudi Arabia. She had shown the structure of a Lebanese girl to becoming a wife, and then a mother, and then finally a Toastmaster with us. A very obvious strength of her speech was her vocal variety. In case you didn't notice, she had chosen to choose a mission-based masterfully, and that's always catches me in any speech. How she had engaged us in her story, she adding that emotion thing, and let us feel that we are in her own. Another strength was, even though it was an online speech, you can watch her body language, very obvious. She had used her hands and her face expressions and everything. It was showing like she's here and not an online speech. I want to mention out that she had, she was telling a story and then combine it with an experience, and it's a very obvious strength that we have to consider. And now it wasn't an icebreaker; it was a very advanced speech. But I want to give you 2 points to elevate your speech for the next speeches. The first thing, I wanted you, even though your body language was very obvious and it was an online speech, but I wanted you to stand and to give a space. And maybe if you have shown it in your hand that you were here in Lebanese and then you moved to Saudi Arabia, it would have enhanced your speech. Another thing was the pauses. You needed to give us a pause to understand and to imagine that situation and then move into the another thing. Also, I wanted there to be a call to action. You have showed us, but what we will take with us. I would love it if there was a thing that we can take with us and apply it to our own life. Overall, this speech was perfect. Everything was structured very well. And as I mentioned, it wasn't an icebreaker. It was a very advanced speech. And thank you. That's it. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Heba, for this amazing evaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, we proceed with the evaluations for the speakers. The evaluator for the speaker, Toastmaster Arwa Mohammed, is DTM Khalid Abdullah. DTM Khalid Abdullah, the stage is yours.
Dear evaluated fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, good evening to all of you, and especially good evening to Toastmaster Arwa, who smashed her eyes in front of us. Let me go through what I loved about the Toastmaster Arwa. There were lots of things, honestly, that I can cover. The first one is use of the slides. So the use of the slides were very creative, apt, and it improved the point that she wanted to have. And she started very nicely. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. So she warned us of what is coming next. We were all coming and just thinking, what would come next? Why the disclaimer? And then, with her amazing smile, full of confidence, in front of all of us, showed, I had 11, 12, maybe, or 13 points that she listed, and she went on proving why she's speaking about each and every point. Boiled eggs, the list goes on. So I loved the way that you presented yourself, Toastmaster Arwa, to us. This is me, and this is what I like, and these are what I dislike. What can I advise you, Toastmaster Arwa, if I were in your shoes? The first one would be possibly just to come early. I understand we have sophisticated equipment here, so maybe you could have just came early and just tested the equipment, especially with your clickers, because that would give you even a powerful stage command. The second would be for an icebreaker. I think something that DTM Muhammad already hinted upon. I would love to know more about you. I came to know what you like and what you dislike, but if you could have mixed it with some personal stories of yours, you with your sibling, you with your dad. We all adore your dad, by the way. He was a member of us. So we will get to know more about you. And we did not mention anything about you being a Libyan. This is very important. And that's what I anticipated to hear from you. So it's just personal stories. But in summary, it was an amazing speech, full of laughter, lots of humor. If you just remember to practice it with the equipment and then use personal stories to let us know more about you as an icebreaker. Wish you all the best, Toastmaster Arwa. Back to you, Mr. Gentleman.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah. I think what you actually mentioned contradicts what she said in the speech. She said, she said, don't sweat the target.
Good point, good observation.
Yes. She said, if you come late or something, people, and you said, don't come.
God help you with this new city.
That's talking all the comments on Libya.
We notice everything, huh? We notice everything. Anyways, I would like to hold the timer, distinguished Toastmaster Dr. Thaddeya, for the timing for the evaluation.
So, Mr. General Evaluator for fellow Toastmasters and guests, another good evening to all of you, and this is the report for the evaluation. So the timing for DTM Muhammad 3 minutes, 18 seconds. And Toastmaster Heba is 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. All are qualified. Do you want me to spell the rest of the timing report or take it?
Yes, we can see the rest of the timing report.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I forgot to give you the number. So.
So Area 12 Director address and installation of the new officers took 14 minutes. The District 20 Director address 9 minutes 10 seconds, and presidential address with the introduction of the guests and introducing the MC 5 minutes 30 seconds. The MC took the floor at 4:55 within the time frame, and the grammarian counter explained the role in 1 minute 16 seconds. The table topic session took 15 minutes, and the general evaluator took the floor at 6 minutes 3 seconds. Back to you, Mr. General Evaluator. And thank you all.
Thank you, DTM Dr. Thoraya, for this amazing feedback. For the benefit of the guests, usually we time each session so that we can check that we are moving as per the agenda on time, and for the speakers to make sure that everything is managed, the time is managed, and they don't exceed their allotted time. Ladies and gentlemen, now I move to the evaluation, my general evaluation. First of all, despite that we started late, 12 minutes late, we are still on time, thankfully. I hope we still are on time after the session. And Madam President, an amazing first meeting as a president. You managed the business session really well, especially the flow of the business session starting and the sequence itself. It's a bit confusing for the president and his first day. You managed it really well. And you introduced everyone in their respective order. Only one point of improvement, the guests are introduced with the adoption of the agenda. Along with the adoption of the agenda, we can introduce the guests. Mr. Director, you had an amazing address, an amazing inspirational address about our objectives. Hopefully, all these objects go to fruition by the end of this term and even more. Okay, the Master of Ceremonies, you did an exceptional job. First Master Dr. Leila, an amazing job. You spoke really well about the theme of the meeting, and you had everything in order in the exact same sequence. Toastmaster Dr. Leila, only one point of improvement. Just I feel if we can involve the audience more, have a little bit of more interaction, this would give, I would feel a more life to the meeting itself. Dr. Thoraya, timer, you explained the timing rules really well, in details. I was sitting near her and she was writing down the timings for each segment, and she explained the timing for the table topics, the speakers themselves, the evaluators. A really good way of presenting the timer's role and guiding the timings for each and every one. Thank you, DTM Dr. Thoraya. And Toastmaster Abdullah Hijazi, a new, very creative way of table topics. I really enjoyed it. Having an item and speaking different about this item in 3 different ways. You need to squeeze your head to come up with such ideas. Especially this, I didn't expect that this we had other things, Master Ali. I didn't expect that this was coming, but it really lets you think a lot about other ways, and it really trains your mind. Thank you, Toastmaster Abdullah, for this creative way of having table topics. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the end of my evaluation, but I would like to take the accountant and grammarian report from Toastmaster Mohammed Abdullah.
As the accountant today, I don't want to be picky and pointy, so I'm just going to choose some people. I'm going to say hi. Just choose some. And the winner today for the Oz is none other than الموضوع عداوة but 27 times Another point I want to mention is also a repeated use of words from one of the speakers today, is Toastmaster Vidod, which is accidentally around 20 times.
It was accidentally.
Because it was accidentally. So Toastmaster Hibal Ahmed, she said 4 times, 3 times during explaining her role, and once while she was evaluating. Toastmaster Arwa, so 2 times, but 1, and disclaimer, I don't know, I can just judge you on this or not, but it's 5 times. Again, a disclaimer. DTM Thuraya, once, just once. For the word of the day, Toastmaster Abdel has used it once. Toastmaster Vidal, I don't know how she got in her speech, but 4 times, the highest of all. Someone who's invisible today, but is visible, DTM Ali Shahbaz, used it once in the chat. I've seen that. And Toastmaster Rola Musa twice. With that, I'm done with my report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muhammad Abdullah, for only picking on me. I know that I use better words, but I don't know this one.
You told him loved ones?
Only loved ones.
He love you.
So, thank you, Toastmaster Muhammad Abdullah. It's a very detailed report. And ladies and gentlemen, I conclude my general evaluation session, and I'll turn the mic back to the Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Abdullah.
Okay, thank you everyone for the evening session. And we apologize for not using the form. Inshallah, we'll start by the next meeting, but a quick orientation for you. The guests will have in the future meetings, we will count them as a guest in the form, the one who is coming from outside, and the one who is standing as a evaluator will have the names for the guest number. So the voting, the people who will vote will know the numbers and will vote for them. Currently, we use the manual voting form, and I will call our President Zahra to introduce the best and prizes and the people who won in each session of the speaking, the best speaker, the best evaluator, and the best table topic master. Welcome me, DTM Zahra Al-Mukhalaf, our president, to give the prizes for the winners with a round of applause.
Thank you so much, Master of Ceremony Toastmaster Leila Al-Alfi, for your marvelous job. Please give her another round of applause. Now, as we have few minutes, and I promised one of the members to speak for 2 minutes, so let's proceed. Of course, first of all, thank you so much for attending. It's the first meeting of the term, and I'm over the moon, and we always say this in Arabic, forget the Why? Because I can see that the members and the guests who attended, they're still here for the last minute. Give them a big round of applause. Now we'd like to start with the best speaker for today's meeting. None other than Congratulations. So the best evaluator for today's meeting.
Give her the spoon, give her the spoon.
And now, before we adjourn, I would like just to give. Okay, so now, just to follow the protocols, we have to raise a motion to extend it at least for 5 minutes. We're almost done, but 2 members would love to speak. Yes?
Madam President, I would love to move a motion to extend the meeting by 10 minutes.
So now we would like to give an opportunity for the accredited speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Hamid Shukri.
With your permission, you can go first. First of all, thank you, Madam President. First of all, I want you to know that Madam President started on time. She came early and she managed, she fought for an agenda that finishes on time. She did finish on time, but we two hecklers are going to ruin her day. So give her a big round of applause. And she did it. There are 3 ladies I want to acknowledge in this room, all right, who did an astonishing job. Less than a year back, Dr. Leila attended, joined our club, and since day one, she is a member who really watches over the standards. Maybe she works in the laboratory, I don't know. Do you? Anyway, but mashallah, until today, she is following the rules and doing things according to the book, and yet not giving up on excellence. Today, after a year almost, I can see you really advanced. Bahrain is really proud of you. You remind me of another lady from Egypt, DTM Soha. I was there in Egypt, actually. And if you watch DTM Soha and how she performs, how she runs her teams, and how meticulously actually she takes care of everything, you have to see her on spot. She is just a humble guest here. But this is one of the faces I won't forget. So the future, and also the future, you are related to. Give them a big round of applause. Number 2, Madam President, if you didn't notice, she should be the best speaker. Why? She ran a 1-hour agenda of 12 items. Usually the first meeting, a president doesn't do that. Installation ceremony, induction ceremony, president address, right? And then she had to raise a motion for nominating a new. All the way I'm watching her as the clock is ticking. I wish her energy goes down. I wish she goes through the script and she drains down and reads fast. No, until the last minute, she was so energetic, so radiating. Have you noticed? She didn't give up on any part of the quality. You remind me of who? Another lady from Egypt. My first event in Egypt, you were the master of ceremony, and there was no drop in energy from the first until the last meeting. You should watch Toastmaster Miral. Miral Al-Zahra, big hand. she doesn't care about the type of eggs you eat, or your Gemini, or your zodiac signs. Come. Exactly who do you think you are to come and break our rules? You don't respect the time. You don't respect if I drink matcha or Americano. 2004, I joined. I did my first icebreaker 2004. I went over time. It was a mess. Just like your speech.
Okay.
After 2 years, I went to the finals in Washington.
Wow.
I'll tell you who you remind me of, which lady. You are ready? No. There's no one like you. No one.
Guys, come down.
You are the one. Look at me. Mark my words. Becoming champion of Bahrain and Bastos. Mark my words. I've left too long in Toastmaster to say this. I don't have anything to give you. I'm not going to compare you with anyone. What is art? Art is breaking the rules. We enjoyed everything we did today, Sarah. I have only this pen. I brought it today and I said, God, show me who I want to give. Look at this and mark my words.
Now, I would like, I'm going to request 2 or 5, or maybe we can extend it. Please give a big round. So much, DTL Shakti. It's our great pleasure and we're honored to have you and Bahrain in us. Now I'd like to give a chance for District 20 Director, DTM Khalid.
I'm not going to break any rules. I'm here to fulfill my words and promise. And I ask every club, if you become to achieve something, you will be rewarded. And the club has achieved one president, a president distinguished club. Two presidents, yes.
You have 2 more minutes if the guests have feedback. 2 more minutes. 2 more.
But by the way, just Madam President, if I may,
You're not
one of our guests said that she will join Bahrain and France. I don't know today or tomorrow or after tomorrow, but
It should be within this week.
No names? No names? No names? Okay.
بشرى
ما شاء الله.
خلاص our new
a real بشرى.
She is a Bushra for our club and she is a part of Bahrain and Bastos. Thank you.
Thank you so much, but just to follow the protocols, during the meeting, there will give a chance for the.
Okay.
Sorry, for the
Look at you.
guests.
Oh, 100%. فتحنا ملح.
I really enjoyed it personally, and I'm sure the members they enjoyed it, but now I'd like to give a chance for the guests. Just share with us if they have something special.
Before we take a photo.
Starting with this year, I don't know. Thank you so much.
Thank you.